Hey, 7th graders, let's go over your IXL assignments today. I'm going to show you videos on all three skills so you can watch these videos as much as you want and learn how to do them. So I'm going to share my screen here with you. And here's the three skills you're going to complete. These three are already recommended for you just in case you haven't done them yet. But here's the three I want you to do today. Percent of change word problems, and what percent is illustrated. So let's start with the first one, percent of change. Okay, so when you're doing these, you just need to know one simple equation. You might want to write this down real quick. So your percent of change, your percent you're going to change equals the amount of change. Okay, right on here. Let me see if I can actually write on here. So your amount of change, and rate over the original amount. All right, erase that now. So, and I'll show you what that is here in a second. Let me erase this. Okay, so let's look at the first one. What is the percent of change from 800,000 to 40,000? All right, so you're going from 800 all the way down to 40,000, right? So let's just write this out so I can show you. Whoops, let me draw here. So if we do 8,000, that's too big, sorry. Okay, so if we do 800,000, sorry, 800,000 minus 40,000. Let's see what we get. Right, so 0, 0, 0, 0, cancel 7, 10 minus 4 is 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, comma, there we go. So 760,000. All right, so that is how far apart those two are, okay? So you're going to do your change, which is 760,000, over the original amount. This right here is your original amount, the first number, so over 800,000. If you do this, you can do this part on the calculator. So if you look at this, there's if you do 760,000 divided by 800,000, you get 0.95. So 0.95. And percent-wise, that is 1 to 95%. You know it is a 95% decrease because the number is going down. So it's not an increase, it's not this, it's not this, right? So incomplete answer. Oh, I forgot to click on it. Okay, let's look at another one. Now, all right, so now we're going from 40 up to 54. Okay, so 40 to 54 is a change of 14. You're going over your original amount, which is this number right here. So over your original amount. 14 divided by 40, right? Again, I don't mind if you actually use a calculator for this part. 14 divided by 40, 0.35, which is 35%. So you're going up 35%, right? So it's a 35% increase. Okay, let's look at some harder ones. Okay, so now what is the percent of increase from 74.8 to 74.8? Well, it's just going to be 0, right? You're not going up at all. 0, make sure you put the percent sign there. Okay, let's look at another one. So you're going from 22 up to 34.1. So your difference first is you need to find what the difference is. So 34.1 minus 22, right? 1, 2. So your difference is 12.1. Okay? So 12.1 divided by your original amount, right there, 22. You're just taking this 12.1 divided by 22, 12.1 divided by 32, and you get 0.55, which is 55%, right? So we're going to do 55%. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. That is what you need to remember. Please write this down right now in your notebook or on a piece of paper next to your computer, or else you won't know how to do this, right? So your percent change, remember, this equals your difference right, over the original amount. Original amount. So if you look at this one, your difference. So to get to 13.6 up to 62.9, what's the difference, right? What's the space in between that? So you would do 62.9 minus 13.6 to find your difference. And then you're going to divide that by your original amount, which is 13.6, right? That is how you're going to do that skill. Let's go on to the next one. I believe the next one is just word problems. So you're going to be doing the exact same thing, just going to be in word problems this time. So if we go to level 4% of change word problems, exact same thing that we just did. Okay, so let's look at this one. So as part of an ongoing service project, the students at Landbury High School recently spent an afternoon planting trees. They planted an average of 2 trees per participant. Soon they plan to do some more planting, averaging 1 tree. Okay, so if everything goes right, what will be the percent of the decrease? So they went from 2 and they're going to go down to 1, which is a difference of 1 over, what's the original number? 2. So they're going down by 1 divided by 2 is 0.5, which equals 50%, right? So you're doing the exact same thing, but they're just in word problems this time. Let's try a harder one. Okay, so a container ship left port last week carrying some goods that weighed a total of 547,340 tons. Today it stopped into another port to unload. The weight of the goods on the ship is now 328,404. What is the percent decrease, right? So you need to take 547,340, subtract 328,404. Okay, do some borrowing. 3, 10 minus 4 is 6, 3 minus 0 is 3, 13 minus 4 is 9. Now borrow here, 16 minus 8 is 8, 3 minus 2 is 1, 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay. 218,936 is your difference, and you need to take that number divided by your original amount. What's the original amount in this problem? Use this number right here, 547,340 is okay to use a calculator on this part. 218,936 divided by 218,936 divided by 547,340, and you get 0.4 or 40%, right? So this would be 40%. Okay, so that is how you're going to do this skill. Let me type that in, make sure I'm correct. Okay, let's look at your last skill that I want you to complete. So the last one is what percentages illustrate. This one's not as tricky as the other ones. So you just need to tell me, looking at this, what percent. So what percent of the shape is green? Well, it's all green, right? So it's going to be 100%. What percent of the shape is orange? So let's look. So how many boxes do we have? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. and there are 4 shaded in. So 4 out of 10 is what percent? Right? 140%. Make sure you put your percentage sign. Okay, let's look at some harder ones. What percent is green? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. 1 out of 5, which is 20%. Okay. What percent is green? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 25 boxes altogether, and you got 5, 10, 15, 17 out of 25. Okay, so you need to do 17 divided by 25. You're going to get 68 or 68%. Okay, so there you go. I want you to complete those 3 skills. Let's try to have those done by Tuesday. Try to get 100% on all of them. I know you can. Watch my video as much as you need to. And I hope you all have a good weekend. Take care.